Hi everyone, you're right. Yeah, I've got the ideal shopping channel at the moment. Yeah, just been going through all the things that are happening. Yeah, it has been announced more bank closures, about 19. Nationwide are looking at closing some branches. Halifax is going to be overall. There's going to be about 30 branch closures. Yeah, I told you this would happen because they want to close the branches by 2025, and but the only one place that is going to basically benefit from this is the post office. Or that you have your money paid directly to your account. Yeah, that's the only way that these banks are going to carry on with your accounts. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? Even Virgin Money's started closing more branches. It's looking like an all online service. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all. So, it's like what I said, isn't it? Yeah. That the main thing that is happening is that they're trying to push us all to get our get our money out of the banks. And yeah, and it's like what the others have been saying online who have YouTube channels. Get your money out. There was another story about about a bank. I think it was, what was it? Well, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but it should come back to me. She had 20,000 in the bank, and she went to put a check in, and soon as she got there, put the check in, and she had a card with her for her account and everything. She said to him, "I'd like to place this in," and they put the details through, and she says, your account's been closed." She said, "What?" He says, "Your account's been closed. We sent you a letter in the post. You might not have got it yet." But she says, "What am I supposed to do? All my bills are on that account, And said, I'll just go and have a word with the manager, because it might be a technical glitch." And yeah, the manager came out and says, "Yeah, your account's been closed." I says, "Well, what sort of reason for that?" He says, "Because of He says, "What, He says, "Well, the money had been put in for, it was from a fraudulent source. And she said, hang on a minute, that was not from a fraudulent source. And he said, oh. And she said, you'll be hearing from from the regulator. And when they said regulator, he turned round and said, we'll look into it. She says, I want my money, and I want my money now. He says, all of it? He says, yeah, if you're doing that to me, I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Says, I want my money. He says, I've got a written thing, evidence here of my balance and everything. I want my money. So he says, well, we can't do anything. Your account's closed. So she says, you'll be here. There'll be no end to this. She said, you're going to end up paying the price for it. And they have. They've told them they have to give her money. And she turned round and they gave her a cheque, but when she went to put the cheque in, they refused to pay it. So she went back and and they turned round and well, what are you going to do? She said, well, you'll be hearing from when they heard the word lawyer, things started to change. And they said the authorities, things started to change. And they gave her a cheque for so much. But she says, nope, got a bag here. I want it. I want my cash right now. And the bank manager turned round and looked at his colleague. We don't have that. We don't have that sort of money in the bank. She says, I don't want to hear any excuses. You come up with a bank, you come up with the cash, I'm not leaving until I get it. So he had to ring another branch up to get the woman's money to her. So what they basically did, they transferred some money from one branch to another, from the others, and it goes to show, doesn't it, how much money that they do carry. They don't even have to have any money in the bank, just as long as people are depositing there. It's not good. It's not good at all. Because she eventually got her money back, and she took her business elsewhere. Yeah, but for what I hear, she had to put it in small deposits over a few days, so that she didn't have the same problem again. And I'm glad I don't live in the US, because if you get anything bigger than $600, you have to declare it to the IRS. Yeah. Every time, it's getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is why I'm telling people to pull the money out of the banks. Because, one of the things what you should do is start moving your money and putting it and actually put it into actual physical gold. You know, that's one of the ways that you can get out of this situation. You know, but don't buy £20,000 worth of gold bars and stuff, because that would look suspicious. Yeah, do a bit every now and again, and go somewhere that's a bit more reputable. What's reputable, like Royal Mint or something, and bullion by post, and companies like that are accredited. Yeah. So how is everybody? I've also been hearing that the Alan Bradley tram might be coming back. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens this coming season. See if it'll be in the workshop for quite some time to have all of its work done. And one of the other things I'd like to highlight is that the shed that some of these trams are kept in needs some restoration work doing to it. So if you've got some spare cash going, I can't remember what the charity's called, but yeah, I think Take a Walk on the Wild Side might have that information. And yeah, so I'm going to clear off now and take care of everybody and try and keep as warm as you can for as little as you can. Well, it's bye for now. 3, 2, 1, click.